What's up, YouTube? Got a crazy story for you guys today coming from the New York Post. It's an article that I happened to run across and it will blow your mind, okay? And it's actually, and the article talks about this near the end of the article, this is becoming a trend for the modern single woman, okay? Not only do they have to worry about the prices of cat litter and cat food going up and the fact that they are going to most likely just be alone for the rest of their lives and be single without a man, but they have to worry about fraudsters and men looking to capitalize on them and take advantage of them, posing as boyfriends, posing as someone that actually cares about them, posing as someone that understands, quote unquote, the dating game and is able to emotionally manipulate these women. Now, am I an advocate of this? No, I'm not. But do I find it sometimes humorous in a sick, twisted sense a little bit? Yes, I do. Because a lot of these women, they had the opportunity to settle down when they were younger. And what we'll read in this article is a lot of these women, they're in their 30s, late 40s, some of them. And they've been single for a while, all right? They've been single this entire time. Now, I'm sure certain situations led to them being single that might have been out of their control. But a lot of times, there's usually a man out there for everyone, okay? There's always a man, for the most part, that's thirsty enough, that's desperate enough, that's a simp enough to settle down with you as a woman. So when you're single and you're 30 years old and you're 40 years old and you're still single, it's time to take out the good old mirror and take a nice reflection and look at yourself, okay? That's all that Kevin Samuels is doing. That's all that these content creators are doing in this space, all right? We just want women to take a good look at themselves. I know it's hard. You look at yourself a lot when you're staring at yourself and you're putting your makeup on in the vanity. But I'm talking about looking deep at, where your life has been taking you as a woman and why you're still single. Because there's going to be men out here that are going to finesse you, okay? We're giving you the truth. Yes, it's harsh. Yes, it sounds hardcore. Yes, it might hurt your feelings. It might not sound good. And, I'm sure a lot of you guys are offended by me even just saying that I found like a little bit of humor in these women getting finessed. But, it comes from a place of wanting to actually help, okay? And some of you women that watch this channel, you understand that. Some of you that watch it and dislike the video, report it, whatever, you're not going to get it. And unfortunately, you're going to be finessed. You and your 9 cats will be finessed. So with no further ado, I just want to pull up this article. We're going to read it together. It's actually freaking insane. Con 1. Man with 35 girlfriends busted for fraud over birthday gifts. Okay? So this is apparently the man right here. Takashi, not 6'9", Takashi Miyagawa. He's 39 years old, is accused of swindling over 35 women by posing as their boyfriend and accepting birthday gifts. It's like Lou Benga's Mambo number 5 come to life. A Japanese fraudster has been busted for allegedly scamming over 35 different women with whom he pretended he was in a serious relationship. Takashi Miyagawa, a 39-year-old part-time worker with no fixed address in Kansai, excuse me if I can't pronounce these names, Kansai, told each of his girlfriends that his birthday fell on a different date so he could receive oodles of gifts, Newsflash reported. All the while, his gals, apparently blinded by love, were completely oblivious to each other's existence. In the most recent scam, the serial sex swindler told one 47-year-old lover that his birthday was on February 22nd, despite it actually falling on November 13th. Another victim said he convinced her that his birthday was in July, while a third mark was fooled into thinking it occurred in April. This guy is running the ultimate pimp game, okay? He is telling women that his birthday is basically once every month, okay? So he's going to receive gifts, money, and vacations with all these different women every single month, and he was probably doing this for years, okay? So there's no telling how much this man collected. They do give an estimate below at the end, and we'll read about that. But you know what? This guy was finesse master. So basically, it was this dude's birthday whenever he felt like it. So we meet a new woman, tell her it's his birthday next month. Meet a new woman, tell her his birthday is in 2 months from then. And just keep doing that, keep collecting money, keep living off these women. You know, I don't encourage this lifestyle, obviously, but I'm saying this is how desperate, and it's sad, you know, a lot of you women, you females have got when it comes to being in a relationship with the man, okay? And you're so easily fooled and manipulated. And guys like me try to tell you the truth. We try to come on here and enlighten you on what's really going on. But then you slander us and you think that we're not trying to help. And we are, okay? We are. And if you don't want to listen, you can get finessed. So this is the next paragraph underneath. Japanese broadcaster MBS recently released photographs showing Miyagawa with many different women, including one that depicts a table with 2 cakes and a note saying happy birthday. Wow, so he had both these women buy him cakes and show up for his birthday, and they both saw each other. Unbelievable. All told, the catfish's fomatic racket netted him a whopping JPY 100,000 or $929.44 USD worth of presents, clothes, and cash. You know, he could have finessed more than that, but, you know, that's toxic of me to say something like that. YouTube, don't report me. Miyagawa had reportedly met the single women while selling them hydrogen shower heads and other products for an unnamed company. So he's a salesman. This all makes sense now. No wonder the best salesmen make the best players. Okay, I'll just put it like that. Because they're able to sell themselves. They're able to sell the product of themselves to these women, and they're able to sell these women dreams, okay? The same way that they sell you a used car that's been in 4 accidents and has a terrible engine, but they won't tell you this. They will sell that car to you without telling you the full truth, just like they will sell it to these women. That, yeah, you know, I am talking to you and we are in a relationship, but you're not the only one. There's other women. They're never going to tell you this. They're just going to keep accepting the gifts and keep selling their product of themselves to you and collecting on it. Now, am I encouraging this? Obviously, I'm not encouraging this, but this is just what's going to happen. Okay, this is going to happen to more women. And statistics are showing that. And began a relationship under the assumption that marriage was in the cards. What a finesser. He managed to con at least 35 women before the scorned sugar mom was banded together a la John Tucker Must Die and reported the scoundrel to the police in February, according to local media outlets. Wow. An investigation on fraud charges is ongoing, but Miyagawa's far from the first con Juan to orchestrate such an outlandish romance scam. Of course. Last winter, an 80-year-old Oregon widower lost her life savings. God, that's horrible, and I do not advocate for that on this channel, but that was terrible. After a swindler masqueraded as a prospective lover and convinced him to spend $200,000 on a giant lion sculpture from China. Oh my God. He might have to check for dementia as well, because come on. And I know it's lonely, but God, man, I can't imagine doing that to an 80-year-old person, man. That's finesse level. Like, you have to be heartless to be doing something like that. But damn, that's crazy. That's sad. It's really sad. Meanwhile, a New Jersey hustler was busted earlier that year for scamming dozens of women out of $2 million by posing as an overseas service member looking for stateside love. And I bet you out of a lot of those women, those dozens of women, I bet a lot of them were married, okay? I bet you that. And I bet you this guy's body I bet you he was in good shape. I bet you he looked physically attractive, just like this Japanese man. Because these men, once again, they're master salesmen. They're going to sell themselves to the delusional female that is desperate. That sounds harsh coming off my lips to a lot of you women, because I'm not going to kiss your butt. I'm not going to be a simp. I'm going to tell you it how it is, okay? You either accept it or you don't accept it, and you live blind and in your delusional state of mind, and you end up getting finessed. I'm here to help you. I'm here to assist you. Yes, the truth hurts. Yes, it's ugly, but I don't want you guys necessarily, as much as you might think I hate women, you hate women. I'm trying to help you. If you just taking my advice, you listen to what I'm saying, it could save you so much headache, so much heartache, you getting finessed. But you have to listen. And you have to be willing to submit and shut up. That's it. Stop being so hard-headed. Stop listening to these rhymes with meganist leaders that are on TV and promote this free spirit and everything goes and girl power movement. Let's just put it that way. Stop listening to those miserable single women, and you'll be well on your way to being ahead of 99.9% of women in your competition group. Or you can just listen to delusional liars and simps that will kiss your butt and tell you false or half-truths. It's up to you, ladies. If you don't heed the advice that's given out on this section of the internet and this corner of the internet, and you submit, you serve a man, and you choose to date a bunch of men and never settle down, never get married, that's just going to happen to you eventually. All right, that's the cold hard truth. So I'm just going to put that out there like that. Hopefully, if you are a woman watching this, you can learn from this so you don't get finessed as well. And there's a lot of guys out here that know how to run this type level of game on you. Okay, I'll just put it like that, because there's a lot of desperate, lonely women. There's desperate, lonely men as well, but I've noticed women are, they're much worse when it comes to handling and managing money. For the most part, not all women, but for the most part, you guys tend to trick off a lot of money, especially if these are widowers and their inheritance is from their husband and his hard work. They're going to not respect that money as much, okay? They're more likely to spend that money or trick it off on some young, hot guy like this guy was, or another finesser that might be a salesman comes along and just spits some game at her. He knows what to say. He knows how to sell himself. So it's up to you, ladies. Do you want to be a lonely catwoman and get finessed for the rest of your life? Or do you want to take the steps now to get in line, improve your life, improve being a good woman, save yourself for marriage, and honor and respect the men that come into your lives, and not just continue to shuffle your options like a deck of cards? It's up to you, ladies. The choice is yours, but I'm just giving you proof of what can happen. So it's up to you. Have a blessed rest of your day. I'm gone. Peace.